Hey, beautiful.
I'm breaking up with you, Sam.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at actors who are dissatisfied with their big breakthrough role. Some spoilers to come.
I ain't in this for your revolution, man. I'm not in it for you, princess. I expect to be well paid. I'm in it for the money.
Sean Connery, James Bond franchise.
Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Is this the Bond that launched 1,000 movies? This Scottish thespian's suave and sophisticated portrayal of the secret agent is still the gold standard of this decades-long franchise, appearing in no less than 7 films.
Oh! How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry. My name's James.
Much of the character's signature style and quirks come directly from Connery's Bond. Despite his hard work in realizing Bond, Connery grew quickly bored with the character.
Why do Chinese girls taste different from all other girls?
You think we better, huh?
No, just different.
In one interview, he even admitted he hated Bond, refusing to do a retrospective of the icon's 50th anniversary. Connery quit after 5 films and had to be lured with a hefty fee to star as Bond in Diamonds Are Forever. Zac Efron, High School Musical franchise.
Now who'd have ever thought that we'd both be here tonight?
One of the biggest hits of the aughts, this Disney Channel original movie made its indelible mark on teen culture. At least one of the major actors, Efron himself, admitted his performance was not to his liking. Efron, who became a star overnight in his role as Troy Bolton, expressed mixed feelings about his career-defying role. He refused to go on tour and perform the songs live.
Troy, look, the music in those shows isn't hip-hop, okay, or rock, or anything essential to culture. It's like show music. It's all costumes and makeup. Oh, dude, it's frightening. Yeah, I know. I just thought it might be a good laugh.
Part of this dislike no doubt stems from being pigeonholed into this wholesome heartthrob persona. It is one that Efron tried to escape from in his later projects, including playing serial killer Ted Bundy.
I wish that we could be alone. We could really talk. I can't tell you anything right now. There's people listening.
Are you telling me that you're sick, Ted?
Back off!
Jessica Alba, Fantastic Four, and Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. While Jessica Alba wasn't an unknown, she reached a new frontier of fame with 2005's Fantastic Four, which seemed poised to kick off a blockbuster franchise.
It's happening again, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
No, we're not postponing anything. Not this time.
Although Sue Storm would become her most famous movie role, it wasn't a pleasant experience for Alba. In fact, she nearly quit acting altogether.
We'll be going directly to our lab to diagnose our symptoms. Symptoms? Is this some kind of disease?
Director Tim Story discouraged her from injecting realism into her acting, directing her instead to cry pretty. This limiting sexism frustrated Alba. The actress did soften up a few years later, giving encouraging advice to Vanessa Kirby, cast as Sue Storm in the 2025 version. It was not pretty for Alba to cry pretty.
There he is.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Jacob Elordi, the Kissing Booth franchise. This Wattpad novel turned teen rom-com was a big hit for Netflix, although it was panned by critics as hopelessly cliche and even sexist.
Sorry I ruined your makeout sesh.
Oh, it's fine. She kind of tasted like Cheetos anyway.
That's gross. So... kissing?
One naysayer was also Jacob Elordi himself, who played Noah opposite Joey King's Elle. Elordi generated a bit of controversy when he admitted his dislike of the franchise, bluntly saying the movies were ridiculous and escapist. He even confessed he didn't see the second movie. There were also tensions between Elordi and the Netflix executives, who refused to allow his character to smoke cigarettes. Being restricted as an actor is not pleasant, and Elordi clearly felt the limitations.
Noah, I can't say I support the two of you. I can't.
Viola Davis, The Help. Although she had already been nominated for an Oscar, this film adaptation of Catherine Stockett's best-selling novel cemented Viola Davis as a leading lady.
You is kind, you is smart, you is important.
Davis played maid Aveline Clark, working for socialite Elizabeth Leafold in the early 60s. Despite a bravura performance, Davis came to regret her role in the movie, feeling her character didn't have much of a voice.
I done raised 17 kids in my life. Looking after white babies, that's what I do.
While she had praise for the director and the majority female cast, she felt the film did not go far enough in exposing the truth of systemic racism. Davis preferred to look for more black-centered projects instead.
We folks should not be having babies. Write that down.
Marlon Brando, A Streetcar Named Desire. After his acclaimed performance in the stage production of this Tennessee Williams classic, this legendary actor went on to reprise his role in the film adaptation.
You must be Stanley. I'm Blanche.
Oh, you're still sister.
Yes.
Oh, hi. Yeah, where's the woman?
Brando's searing performance as Stanley Kowalski scored him an Oscar nomination, and thus, an icon was born. But Brando openly hated the role, detesting the character's meathead machismo.
Try that cackle in there.
You can't hear us.
Well, you can hear me, and I told you to hush up.
He also bristled at the claims he could portray Stanley so well because he was like his character. Brando personally detested Stanley's brutish coarseness, claiming he could play him because he had come across some Stanleys in his lifetime. It's a shame, because Brando clearly turned out a mesmerizing performance and an iconic yell.
Hey, Stella! Hey, Stella!
Christopher Plummer, The Sound of Music. One of the most successful movie musicals of all time, even this crowd-pleasing blockbuster did not please everyone.
Hat off. It's the dress. You'll have to put on another one before you meet the children.
But I don't have another one. When we enter the Abbey, our worldly clothes are given to the poor.
What about this one?
Well, the poor didn't want this one.
Most famously, Christopher Plummer was dissatisfied with his role as Captain Von Trapp, calling him boring. Not only that, but the film was not to his liking much at all. Although his opinion did eventually soften, Plummer had long dubbed the film The Sound of Mucus and derided the film as sentimental and gooey.
Like to stay and taste my first champagne? Yes?
No. He also had to put up with the early negative reviews of the movie at the time criticizing his performance. The fact that his acting opportunities were limited thanks to the film's icon status did not help either.
Regretfully they tell us, but firmly they compel us to say goodbye to you.
Megan Fox, Transformers franchise. Now, this one is definitely understandable.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I'm a friend of Sam's.
Gosh, you're gorgeous.
Much has been said and written about director Michael Bay's infamous Transformers franchise, and much of it negative. Megan Fox herself has expressed dissatisfaction with her performance, the films, and even Bay himself. She has criticized her breakthrough role as Michaela Baines, saying she played more of a sex symbol than a character.
I could take it all apart, clean it, put it back together.
That's weird. I just wouldn't peg you for mechanical.
Well, you know, I don't really broadcast it. Guys don't like it when you know more about cars than they do.
In an infamous interview, Fox claimed Bay was like Hitler on the set and a nightmare to work with. This led to her resignation, or her firing. The details of her exit are a little murky. Either way, Fox did not return for the third Transformer movie. It was perhaps for the best.
You think I'm shallow? Huh?
You think you're sure? No. I think there's a lot more than meets the eye with you.
Harrison Ford, Star Wars franchise. Star Wars fans have long known and been disappointed by this beloved actor's dislike of the fan favorite character.
Even I get bored at sometimes. Do you think I had a choice? Over my dead body.
Harrison Ford never made a secret out of his dislike of his first major role as Han Solo in this blockbuster space opera. For one thing, he didn't purposely try out for the role, working as a carpenter when George Lucas invited him to read lines for Star Wars.
Pokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, kid.
For another, he viewed Han as one note and resented being second fiddle to Luke and Leia without much of an arc. Ford repeatedly tried to get him killed off in subsequent films. He signed up to do The Force Awakens, which provided an opportunity for Han to meet his end. His wish was granted. RIP.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Will you help me?
Yes, anything.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Robert Pattinson, Twilight franchise.
That's Edward Cullen. He's totally gorgeous, obviously. But apparently nobody here is good enough for him. Like I care, you know?
By far, the most consistently vocal hater must be Robert Pattinson in his career-launching role as brooding vampire Edward Cullen in this paranormal romance phenomenon.
I like watching you sleep. It's kind of fascinating to me.
Pattinson's dislike for the role is deep and many varied, from criticizing the original books as a sexual fantasy, to trashing its plot, to likening Edward to an axe murderer. Pattinson has never minced words in his dislike. No doubt the intense fan behavior turned him off as well, but even the greatest of hate softens over time. In an interview in 2022, Pattinson expressed awe that the franchise is still popular and feels the hate towards it was so 2010, for never was a story of more hate than this of Pattinson and his role as Bella's mate.
I've been waiting what seems like a very long time to get beyond what I am. And with Bella, I feel like I can finally begin.
Can you think of any other actors who loathed their breakthrough role? Let us know in the comments.
How old are you?
17.
How long have you been 17?
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.